One, two, three, play. Sorry about that. Hello, this is Scratch. That's Dennis. This is the AOE League's Season 9 Bracket Q semifinal between AnonCon in blue as the Poles and Painter in the red as Spanish on Arena. So this is a Dennis cast.
Right now the matchup is Poles versus Spanish. So, Spanish is known for castles, so it could be a fast castle into castle drop from Painter, if I had to guess. And Anoncon has a really good boom with Folworks, probably planning Slatcha privileges at some point. So, and in terms of the castle drop from Painter, there is stone in front for Anoncon, which could be tricky for the game. So he'll probably need to expect the castle drop and plan accordingly for the forward stone that he has in his base.
Yeah, that stone being on like a choke point like that between that little wood line is kind of I don't know how I feel about that.
Essentially, if Painter castle drops and then Anoncon hasn't taken the stone to drop his own castle, then it's very hard for him to also take the stone outside his base because it's kind of very close to one another. So it could be tricky. But let's be getting too far ahead of ourselves in terms of uh, relic spawns. It looks pretty good for Anoncon, and so far.
One thing I noticed is that AnonCon has this nice big gap in the back of his base, especially if he throws a lumber camp back there to even widen it out a bit for Polish farms.
Yep, that is true. That is true.
Like, not perfect Polish farms, but they'd be pretty damn safe.
Yeah, it is arena, so I'm pretty sure you're gonna have farming eco. There are a few straggler trees that you need to take care of, but overall, yep, pretty good. I mean, if anything, Anoncon probably should have built houses next to the TC so that he'll have more uninterrupted space for the folwarks. But yeah, well, it doesn't matter. In the end, it's more about what they go for in Castle Age and Imperial Age. So unless Painter does some kind of Bulgarian play and does some kind of tower rush, we
that could be
are
fun.
looking for a Castle Age play right now.
Yeah, we're seeing AnonCon push some deer. We got Painter up too. Painter pushing deer. Painter might just have an idle scout? That's kind of wild. There's no way.
I think he's probably pushing deer now. Luring boar, it's hard to kind of multitask.
True.
And you're luring the boar, so
I aggressively multitask when I'm luring boar, which is why I get dead villagers.
And that's why you lose your scout
It's
most of the time.
It's true.
Yeah, now the scouts return to pushing deer. So yeah, the idle TC time is pretty good with Painter, so it's good.
Well, I don't want to say that Arena is boring, but I feel like we have some time to talk. So, we've seen Painter in one semifinal already, right? Right?
Painter in a tiebreak, yes. This is the semifinal.
Oh, this is the semifinal. What was the other semifinal? We watched D versus Cute Bear Cub. That was it. Okay.
Yeah.
Got it. This is the other semifinal. Right. I know how tournaments work.
Game. Yeah.
That was a good set. I'm very excited about this. I still hate that my dumb mod icon shows a blacksmith for Fullworks. I don't like it.
Yeah, for a second I was like, is he building a blacksmith there? Because
yours does the same thing.
So I'm sorry, what?
Does yours do the same thing? That it shows a little hammer and anvil for a full work?
Oh, no.
Oh, okay. I didn't know if you had that mod as well.
Okay.
But yes, it looks like a blacksmith and I hate it. Okay, we've got Click up a while ago for Painter. Really fast. Really good.
I'm just using this time to follow the bird that you cannot follow. Actually, you can't click on the bird, apparently, as a caster. At least as a caster. Try to, but
I can't do it.
not.
I don't know why it doesn't work.
Apparently, I thought I
I need to-
remember T90 doing something like that, but I guess you cannot.
Yeah, no, it does. It does not follow for me. I can let go. I can let go of
this is
everything
actually-
and press F, and nothing happens.
This is actually a very fast uptime from Painter. So
Yes.
It'll be interesting to see if he has something planned up. Maybe he goes Scouts Light Cav for map control. So there's a delayed castle age, maybe? I don't know.
And Anon Khan is
It's,
going immediately on stone, but if I remember correctly, because you've schooled me in this, poles can get gold from stone. So if you get your stone miners up and running, you can pretty easily get your 150 gold to get to Castle Age, right?
Is Anonkon the player who will typically... Oh, there's a scout action here. That I can follow with the follow button.
I'll figure out how to do it eventually.
Okay. Yeah,
Wow,
I think
this is,
Anoncon's actually going to lose the scout. So if Painter is going for a castle drop, it's actually pretty good.
Are Spanish
pretty good
cavalry
regardless.
faster? Do they have
No,
speed?
that's Cumans. That's Cumans.
And how is that? Was odd. How did that happen?
Oh, these are a lot of farms for Painter. So maybe Painter is not really going for a fast castle.
How did that scout die like that?
What do you mean? I think Scout was not fighting.
Oh.
Scout was trying to run away, and I think Painter was ahead in feudal. I don't know if
he wasn't
earlier.
feudal while the scout died.
Okay, he was just not attacking then. That's why.
I see. I see. Okay. I was gonna say, like, how do you catch him? We got a barracks eventually for Anon Khan. It's laid down, but is not being built. Maybe a bad shift click.
Actually, I think we might have some feudal age play. It looks like with barracks from Anon Khan.
Well, he hasn't built it yet.
Probably shift click it with the
there he is.
villager.
Yeah, there he is.
Yeah. Bulwark is kind of nice to look at, to be honest. It's kind of like a house with a mill outside.
My favorite thing that I think it was Dave that did this. He showed T90 a barracks, and then he asked, "What is this building?" And T90 started to say barracks, but he was like, "Wait a minute, that's not a barracks." And it was a Dark Age house surrounded by palisade walls, because that's all a barracks is.
That's funny.
It's really good. I think that was Dave.
Okay. Yeah, it's definitely a Dave thing to zoom into a building and then talk about, hey, why are there two barrels on top of the barracks? What are they saving?
Or I did that on my stream of Kayarson's game. I think it's the these
players are actually very slow to castle age.
Well, I don't think either of them are doing fast castle, so that makes sense.
I mean, they're not really building buildings, so it's an attempted fast castle. They're just slow at it.
Blacksmith market for painter. Barracks.
Yeah, this definitely makes me think that they're not used. But Anonkhan pretty much got the entire gold by mining stones, so there's immediately the castle can be built.
Did the players recycle their map picks?
I think I know what happened with Anonkhan here. I think Anonkhan thought that he could make two buildings and barracks, blacksmith, and then realized, ooh, I need one more building now.
Yeah.
And now he is heavily on wood because he wants to go up. And in the meantime, Painter is already up, and a barracks probably followed by a stable soon.
What I was going to ask is, do the players recycle their map choices for the playoffs, or is it the same one that they signed up with? What I'm getting to is whose home map is Arena.
Oh, this is a best of 3 map. I don't have the map draft with me.
Okay.
Do you have it?
Oh no, you know what? If that's the case, this is probably the neutral map, right?
Ooh, Painter is doing something spicy.
Is he? Oh, double barracks. Maybe he just
Double
expects...
barracks, man-at-arms, supplies. This is going to be a commitment to the longswords in Castlage from Painter.
Interesting. AnonCon is going for that forward mining camp in the choke point.
And the castle drop into longswords, it looks like. Ooh, interesting. Okay. All right. No one's gonna boom, it looks like. I mean, maybe AnonCon might, but I definitely thought that immediately after Castle Age comes in, AnonCon's gonna drop a castle. It might still be the case. It's just that AnonCon's delayed because of the second building.
I just spent like 10 seconds trying to click Painter's Scout so that I can see its vision, because I'm not a good caster.
Oh, Painter is gonna know about the stone. Yep, Painter knows about the stone mine outside the walls. So
Yeah, I don't know how I feel about that choice, but I mean, I guess Painter could have already seen the stone wall. Yeah, he could have already seen the stone mine on the inside anyway. So not a like, it's not that that's not a huge deal, but there was no way that AnonCon could have prevented it anyway. I do like this wall up in this choke point though. It's not great because archers can get in there, but you know, still pretty good.
Wall up in the choke point.
On the outside mine camp for AnonCon.
Okay. I mean, he can still run in to the small choke point in the north, but it definitely helps a little bit. I definitely think a castle drop, defensive or offensive, should be the play since you actually...
You asked for a castle drop, you're getting a siege tower.
Oh, that is from... oh, this is... Oh, longswords. I really like longswords now.
Painter, you're a funny guy. I'm not gonna lie. This is inspiring.
Oh, get your armor upgrades as well to make this even more harder. Right now, AnonCon is just going for boom. No army at all. So, and not even taking gold yet. So, can't really make a lot of knights to deal with this. So...
Now, the interesting thing is Painter's siege tower is loaded up with 10 villagers, but he only has 490 stone.
I think he will eventually have it. Probably... Yeah, it's definitely timings thing, but he could buy 100 stone once he gets close.
I think he definitely got impatient with that town center at the north of his base. Oh, no, what? He dropped the villagers inside the base?
Yep.
Excuse me?
Wait, what did you think the siege tower villagers were for?
I don't know.
Okay, he's now bought the stone and... Ooh, just put houses there. Oh, okay. But I still think that, the longswords are in, so the castle's going to be denied.
So he dropped the villagers with the siege tower to build his own castle, and then dropped the longswords in as well with the same siege tower. That's really cool.
Yep,
This is kind of gross. I don't like this strategy. This is not nice. Painter?
This is nice. This is amazing.
Painter,
I love it.
You're a bad person.
I love it. Oh! You got so many kills, you...
Wow.
Wow. Nice.
I mean, well done. Whew. Okay, well...
that was amazing, yeah.
I don't even think we got a GG. I don't know if AnonCon was upset about that, or if that's a capture age thing. I would have been upset about that. That was a gnarly play. That was really good. Painter is bringing the spice. And this is after the Huang game, right?
Yeah, this is a very good build, right? Because he had just enough stone to drop the stone. He had the longswords. He probably tested it a little bit and probably decided didn't really need the armor. Or maybe he'll get the armor after he drops them in. He probably thought that timing was the key. But AnonCon, it is questionable that after you went to Castle Age, going for a boom when you put so many villagers on stone to have like 720 stone. I definitely thought Anoncon's plan here was to castle drop forward or go for a defensive castle.
Yeah.
So it's definitely odd for him to go for a 4 TC boom from there or a 3
Yeah.
TC boom from there. So
No, I agree. I'm not sure where you put your defensive castle. Ideally, maybe next to this top town center.
I
And
mean, I think once you drop the castle, Anankon couldn't do much, right? I
yeah,
think he didn't really have army, so he had to commit to the castle to deny it. He couldn't, and the longswords were there, so it was kind of hard. But I think,
this was
if
a
anything, yeah, this worked out for Painter. The scout was lost, so there was very hard to see the siege tower. It really worked out.
yeah, this was a gnarly play. I said Painter was a bad person, and frankly, I say that in awe. I am impressed. Well done. This is. Whew, I want to remember this one because I kind of want to test this out. Actually, it was really cool. Okay,
to
so
the next
pausing and going on to game 2. And we're paused. 1, 2, 3, go. Don't do that. Okay, ready? 1, 2, 3, play. Okay, sorry about that. I opened up AOE 2 instead of Capture Age. Hello, this is Scratch again. That's Dennis. This is game 2 for Painter versus Anoncon, and I hope I got the colors right. I've got Painter in red and Anoncon in blue. I think that was how it was. We're on 4 lakes, so this is just a great set for me. I love both of these maps. Sure do.
Yeah, Magyar's is kind of clear. You can go scout rush with it, but again, Painter might have another prepared strategy that I might be excited about.
Yeah,
But right now, I want Nankhan to kind of try to equalize, and he has the Malay, and I think he's gonna fish boom. Wait, is Anankhan the player who used to use all the Civ uh, bonuses, or was that D?
Anoncon has shown very good knowledge of the Civ that they're playing. The vast majority of those instances, I believe, has been as Malay. I would also expect a fish boom. They seem to like fish, which on this map, as I have learned by losing, is very important. Unless you are adapting some kind of insane Huang style strategy like we've seen Painter use on this exact map. Granted, it was his Celts. Thing where I idled the game for a second and see if Celts was banned.
The ease at which Anankhan's pushing the deer is kind of crazy for me.
Anoncon banned Britons, Mongols, and Painter banned Cumans and Hindustanis. And Painter did not. No, he did pick Celts, but he got a snipe.
Okay, so snipe
snipe.
is essentially just a ban after the civ pick.
Well, it was a snipe with a dice on it, so I don't know what's up with that. But
Oh, it's a random snipe.
oh, okay. So maybe that's why we're seeing Magyars in this. So maybe this will be a less or a more tame Painter, like doing a standard Arabia style play rather than the Huang rush.
I mean, it's still Magyar, so
It's true,
I
it is
still
Magyar.
expect an aggressive game.
True, but like
So-
really, like 4 Lakes is just Arabia with lakes on it. Like I know that's not true, but looking at it, it feels like it is.
I mean, if you look at,
I guess there
this
are
map,
smaller woodlines, but still, it gives
You
me
have-
Arabia vibes.
you have about 14,000 food from the fishes, at least. I don't think I counted showfish.
All right, I see a directional wall stemming from Painter's TC with 3 houses in a row. I'm not trying to alarm anyone, but the last time we saw that. Okay,
I mean, is that really a directional house?
no, it's not, but it could be. if they continue.
You're seeing the potential there, yeah.
Yeah, yeah. Look, it happened very fast in the last game. I will say that this map generation is not as favorable to that strategy as we saw last time. You could still do it, pretty sure, but the wood lines on that game against D, I think it was was a nice straight line for Painter to abuse. I think you could
I
still
mean,
do
if
it
you
here, but
wanted to pressure each other's base, there is a hill in front of each other's base that
that's true.
they can choose to pressure from. So,
That is true.
yeah.
All right, Anacon with the dock. I think we all saw that coming. Last time we saw Painter on this map, he actually completely ignored water totally. And I kind of, the way things are going, I'm expecting them to do the same here. Painter's already on farms. That's odd, right?
Yeah, Painter didn't really push the deer. Anonkhan did. That's probably why.
Hey, Anancon got vengeance for their scout in the last game. Painter, you have just earned the Scratch Scout Merit Badge. Welcome to the club, buddy. And 2 fishing ships on the way for Anancon.
Okay, 21 pop up. I mean, 20 pop up because of the scout died, but.
Wow, I just noticed though the idle TC time is through the roof comparatively for Anancon.
Yep.
You know, 128, by the way, Anancon is nothing to be upset about. That's I'm not gonna say that's average, but that's not bad. It's actually pretty good. 9 seconds is, however, frankly, insane.
I like how the villagers eat the sheep like they're feathering a bird.
Okay.
Right?
Yeah,
it's kind of like they're plucking the feathers of a bird.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
I zoomed in to verify that. Okay, we've got a barracks for Painter. I think Painter is going to play this just like an Arabia game for Magyars. We've got nothing on.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, I think scouts to start off with for sure. Double lumber camp in the same wood line though could mean that wood line will be messy, but it's efficient right now.
Stable house. Okay. Anancon a little slower to castle age or to feudal age, but we've got fish coming up, so theoretically that will help.
Yeah, I think he's walling in his wood line, but gold is still going to be a problem.
And he's
You have the
scouting.
food from the fish, you have the wood from the walled-in wills, but you still need gold. So
Scouting the
how do
second.
you protect the gold? That is the question.
Scouting the second dock. Now, do you go to a second dock this early, or do you get some more fishing ships on the first one? Does it matter?
Honestly, I'll probably play something like Painter, but I'll probably dock just because it's 4 lakes and then mess up the build, whereas Painter is probably going to have a planned strategy.
Nope, that sounds about right. I would also play it like Painter, except the difference is I would lose. Which is not to say we know who wins this, because I don't. But I do not like 4 lakes.
Okay, so the gold is still open to attack, and there are some low HP. There's one low HP will ready to be taken. So let's see.
We've got this idle villager by the houses for Anancon. He's been there for a while. I'm not sure if maybe they're a quick wall scout, like they're ready to drop a house at a moment's notice.
Oh yeah, I see the villager. Yeah, Anonkhan's playing this as someone who is never going to drop farms, and if that's the case, you need more fishing ships, and I think he's queuing them up.
Yep, just hit 2. Yeah. 2 more. And they are split between the 2 lakes. Now, I am working under the assumption that Anancon has watched the Painter game against D. That is an assumption, and it may not be true. But if you saw that video and you're playing Malay, what are you thinking?
The question is, did Anankhan really know about the scouts? Why did Anankhan move away from the gold though, without maybe just guesses that Painter will come in with scouts. But I love this from Painter, waiting for all the scouts to just swarm in at a moment's notice without any information on whether it's going to happen.
Yeah, that's a lot of
So,
scouts.
I mean, if
it works out, yeah, it's fine.
If it works out, yeah. And I think it's going to work out because it looks like actually Anoncon might be up, but I think once the score drops, maybe Painter knows.
And there they go.
Yep. Did he just wait for the score drop?
No, I don't think so. It was too quick.
That was too perfect though
Yeah.
for it not to be. And there's at least going to be one villager kill, and everyone on stone. They're going to be taken off stone soon.
Yep.
And,
there they go.
Yep.
Okay, we're seeing some spearmen. Be good.
So one will kill so far.
Okay, bloodlines just came in, so these are now beefy scouts. We blocked off the wood line, so far this is a fine defense from Anoncon. Maybe a little premature on some of the idle time, but
yeah, but you're completely off gold, so you are.
But we've already clicked, so it's not the worst, right?
I mean, if you can never take gold, you can't really make anything besides feudal units, right?
Sure.
So.
Yeah, a little too long in those TC or in the TC, I think.
I think right now Painter is just focusing on a follow-up with archers, double archers. So maybe goes for cav archers. Yeah, there's so many on gold. It's likely.
Second barracks from Anoncon, good.
Oh, okay.
And we're hitting houses.
Yep.
And Magyar foot archers again. We saw this recently with Painter, where they made a bunch of archers until they got to Castle Age. So
I think you need a lot more on wood probably if you want archers, or not. Maybe he just has it worked out completely. Pretty good. Okay. Villagers are right
see
there.
quick wall? Nope. A little late on that.
He is just looking at the being housed, and the archers just casually move across the map. Yep, no crossbow upgrade for them, just massing archers at the moment.
So he's still only in feudal.
He's on feudal, oh yeah. Yeah, he needs to deny the gold. I think that's why the archers are for, but yeah. I think it's stone miners, but yeah, there's a lot of pikes now.
That was a good recall by Painter from the scouts. They almost got slaughtered for a second. They were stuck between a TC and some pikemen.
I like that he's massing archers, and once you have 20, 30 archers, they're going to be forced to be reckoned with.
That's actually a great tower.
Yep, that's true, but now Painter's up, and Painter has a lot of villages on stone, so castle drop in Castle Age probably from Painter.
It's a great micro from Painter on the scouts, but overall a good response from Anoncon. They're still very much under tension, but this is actually really cool to see. This is a pretty good defense so far. It is, granted, in Painter's favor for sure, but the effort is seen. I appreciate it.
Yeah, I think being taken off of gold is going to be a problem. Probably a castle on the stone is probably what is being thought of at the moment.
Yeah, I think so. Castle to the north of the TC.
To the north of the TC?
Between stone and gold, maybe?
Between, oh, there's gold over there. I
Yeah.
was thinking he was gonna drop it for the main gold in front of the TC. But yeah, the spot that you said would also secure the stone. So I
Oh, I
guess
didn't see the
either one
stone. I
works.
didn't see the stone beside the main gold. That would also be perfect.
Yeah.
We've got pretty
Oh
good
yeah.
micro here from
I
Painter.
love the fact that he's massing archers. These okay, he masked
There's the
archers and
castle.
he's now switching to knights, which I guess makes sense because if you go for siege now, Painter's ready with probably knights next.
Ooh, the scouts came to deal with the dock. I like that a lot. That's
Yep.
wonderful. Realize that there's no target to be found, so you go
Yep.
find a different target. Very well done.
And these mangonels could challenge the TC, challenge the tower, so the wood line is going to be a problem now. And all the while, Painter is freely queuing up wills, and Anankon's struggling a little bit.
Mangonel? Nope, not yet. Crossbowman upgrade.
Yeah, crossbow, thumb ring. Okay,
and light cav.
light cav. Okay, nice. I like this. Light
st-
cav archers as the composition, and
I still think that there is a hope, but it's looking bleaker by the second. But I'm the optimist here.
yeah, I mean, what do you make? I mean, the unique unit is Karambits. It's not like a huge power unit. I think archers can counter Karambits, right?
I'm not certain. You know the units better than I do.
Okay.
Honestly, like double archery range or triple archery
He's
range
actually
skirmishers.
Okay, I think that's what Anankon's currently thinking.
Yeah,
so
but
see.
unfortunately, the mangonel is going to be a problem.
I mean,
all right.
even the light cap is going to be a problem, right? So, oh, you need a repairable for that. You need your repair villager. Where is the forward villager who dropped the siege workshop?
That's a good question. I don't know. Maybe they died.
No, they are next to the dock. Just docked the lake to take out the fishing ships.
I see. While the light cav move on to the other dock. This is really well orchestrated attack from Painter.
Yeah. Okay, knights are also in. So archer knights is going to be even more stronger.
Anankon is researching Bodkin, I guess hoping for some extra range on the TC and castle.
Yeah, right now Anankon's all in on the gold and stone, but nothing on wood, so no more military buildings. Skirms even could be difficult for Anankon, but maybe the second castle will allow Anankon to take some wood.
Yeah, but at this point, this is a slow strangle.
Yep. And there's a will fight on the dock.
Oh, what? Okay.
Okay, there's no will. There's one-sided fight. But the light cap can actually just take the villagers, and that's what Painter thinks about. Okay. Yeah, I think you just dock closer to the opponent. But yeah, the TCs are being attacked. The fish is completely down in the lake up north, and the dock is down. So yeah, this is. And now no more TCs. This is over, and yeah, looks like
No, he still has one
Aramis
TC.
will do one final push. Oh wait, there's another TC.
Yep.
Oh yeah, there is a TC in the back. Yep.
But I don't think it's going to last very long.
Yeah.
This is a really good showcase for Painter. Like, I'm sorry, Anankon, but this was very well executed by your opponent. I think that your defense was strong. I think that you needed to start massing skirms immediately, along with your spearmen, as best you could. unfortunately the presence of the crossbowman and light cav made it so that you could not come back from this. But hey, game's not over. Maybe they will. I didn't realize that Anoncon had built a stable as well. That may have been helpful.
Anoncon's going all in on the karambits, but archers would counter the karambits, pretty much. So
yeah, there it is.
Yep, and that ends the game.
And that's the set. So that's I didn't mark this last time. So we're gonna go to casting. We're gonna go to red and red. So that's 2-0 to Painter. Painter has shown with the tiebreaker and with this game, as well as their past games, that they are a very, I don't want to say off meta, because I don't know if that's correct, but they're willing to try strategies and then they can execute them. And that's really cool to see.
Yep. And he did say that he was kind of practice partner was D, and he was theory crafting with D. So that's kind of nice to know that they kind of make friends within the tournament.
Very cool. That's awesome. That's where we came from. Hey.
Yep.
No, that's really cool to hear. So unfortunately, I'm sorry, we don't have I don't think we have much else to say. This was pretty clear cut. Anoncon, you did great. I truly think your defense on this game was actually very well done. It's a shame it didn't work out, but there was definitely clearly an attempt being made of some kind, and that was cool to see.
And Anoncon, let us know how you felt the tournament. Hope you had a great time here.
Yeah,
it was fun to cast all your games, and let us know how the ladder goes. If this tournament made it easier for you to be on the ladder, or how it was.
And I mentioned
Painter is looking really strong. Going into the final against Cute Backup, by the way.
I mentioned this in our last set, so now that we can say so long to Anoncon, we do plan to keep a list of these participants so that maybe if we see them in another tournament that we're casting, we can draw back on them. So I definitely look forward to seeing Anoncon play again for sure, as well as who's the previous D? Yeah, D1000. Especially these four. Like, very excited to see these four in the future. But yeah, Painter moves on to the final against Cute Bear Cub, and that's it. That's all she wrote. That's the end of it. So cool. I think. Anything else?
Nothing else. Yep.
All right. Well, then in that case, I'm Scratch. That's Dennis. This is AOE League Season 9 Bracket Q semifinal between Anoncon and Painter, going 0-2 to Painter, who will be playing against Cute Bear Cub in the final. Thank you. Have a good night.